mics are really hot today.
Well, welcome to my life. I can take a wild guess. Show is crazy. What is this?
Sushi means sex.
What is going on this show?
It's the lighter side of the dark side.
Yes, it is the lighter side of the dark side, the Dark Mark Show. Welcome to the Monday Night Freakshow. And I do apologize about my appearance. I had to pick one of our guests up, and
You say that every week.
because I have to pick up a guest every week at the last minute. No, but even you got to admit, Josie, this is the worst makeup job ever. This is horrible. I look like I have two black eyes and somebody hit me in the mouth. I mean, it's not good.
You look like that every week.
Thank you, Josie.
It's a Dark Mark taxi.
Yes, Josie, do you want to say hello to the Dark Minions?
Hello, Dark Minions.
And thank you. That is our co-host, Josie Katz. She's the Hollywood, the center of Hollywood, the center of the universe. Josie Katz, my love, my future ex-wife. We have some great guests here.
Yes, we do.
Before you protest at being my future ex-wife, we have psychic, medium, paranormal experts. How else would you describe yourself?
That's it, pretty much.
And beautiful woman,
Oh, thank you.
and friend of Josie, Suzanne Grace.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate it.
And not only do we have Suzanne Grace, first off, this is the first show I've been surrounded by beautiful women. This is great. I want this every week, Josie. I want to be surrounded by hot girls
and
every
now
week.
you have it.
These guys keep coming in, and there's actually going to be a guy coming in later. But we also have clearly not a guy, dancer, actress, bonfafone, vampire apparently, hottie. Anything else that comes to mind to describe you, Heather?
Yeah, actually, I just started doing fetish performances.
Fetish performer.
Yep.
Yes,
Going to be doing Bondage Ball.
I pretend I'm right behind the mic there, Heather. Just go right there. Yes.
Right there.
Yes.
How does that feel?
That's
Grip it like this.
that feels pretty good.
Ooh.
Heather Dahl, ladies and gentlemen, is here with us. And thank you. Heather is the reason for my appearance, but not in the way I like. Before we get into the show, and also Joe Adams, who is my favorite one-armed comedian, is going to come by. One-handed comedian.
Your favorite? Who's your second favorite?
I don't know anybody else. Any
Who's
other
number
one.
two?
He's actually been referenced on the show a couple times. We'll talk to it, and you keep forgetting who he is, so that's going to be
No,
great.
I know who he is.
I know
How
you
can
know
I
who he
forget?
anyway. But I was just thinking, because I was going to pick up Heather. I was actually going to stop by. This is why I don't have my usual white makeup on, which looks fantastic. Because I was going to stop by my favorite store, Fatal Impact, on the way and pick some up, but I had to pick Heather up instead. So now I look like I got punched in the face, and I went 15 rounds of Manny Pacquiao, and I have a tan. But if you go to Fatal Impact,
You're really dark.
right on the, you ever been to Fatal Impact?
Yes. Super
Right on the
dark.
right on the corner, Van Nuys Ventura, 14524 Ventura Boulevard, Sherman Oaks. Fantastic store. I actually typed in, because I typed in paranormal, psychic, medium, couldn't quite find anything. Fetish, there's plenty of stuff there.
Of course.
But Joe is a hockey player, and I typed in hockey. You know what they have at Fatal Impact?
What?
They have ski masks with Jason's hockey mask on it.
Oh,
nice.
How cool is that? And even cooler than that, if you mention the Dark Mark Show, Josie Katz, Suzanne Grace, Heather Dahl, even Joe Adams, you get 10% off any purchase. Go to the store. If you live in L.A., go to Fatal Impact, corner Ventura and Van Nuys, and you can get 10% off. And if you don't live in L.A., because we got people listening in Canada, listening nationwide, in Russia, in Australia, no problem. Go to fatalimpact.com. Go to their eBay store. Just type in anything you want, and trust me, I guarantee you'll find something.
Very cool.
Yes. And
Awesome.
you know what it's time for now?
What?
You know, we gotta get some music for this. I think we're gonna play So Close as an intro to this, and from here on in.
Okay.
But it's
won't-
Josie's Hollywood Report. I didn't see
Woo.
Josie this weekend, unlike last week when I couldn't get
No.
fucking rid of her.
I know.
But very exciting weekend for you, Josie.
It was good. It was a really nice
You
weekend.
were chilling with the homies?
Well, Friday, I don't know about the homies. It was all about fashion on Friday. I did red carpet interviews at Boulevard 3, which is on Sunset.
Oh, I thought you were doing the BET thing.
Yeah, it was BET.
Okay.
But there was, there were a few homies there.
I'm sure you're very popular with the homies.
No, they weren't into girls. It was all about the fashion.
Oh.
Those kind of homies.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, with your
Yeah.
big ass, I thought you'd be very popular with the rappers, but
Well, they do like ass.
they do like ass. I understand
But not mine.
that. So they would like my ass.
Definitely.
Oh, well, I can't blame them. So how was that?
It was pretty cool. The fashion show was amazing. The venue is spectacular. It's really beautiful. This artist V is her name, and she's what's his name? CeeLo Green from The Voice.
CeeLo, is it Green? Yeah.
Is it Green?
Yeah, CeeLo Green.
Yeah.
Just say CeeLo.
CeeLo, homeboy CeeLo's
They
girl.
think you're crazy.
Exactly.
He's like my size, but he gets chicks because he can sing.
Can you sing and
I think it's
dance
because he
that?
has bling.
He's got bling too. Josie, you're crazy.
There you go.
Exactly.
And he can sing.
Yeah, he can sing.
But Mark could dance.
I can dance, and I might. We'll see what happens later on in the show. So that was good. That was you.
Yeah, it was fun. It was
Yeah?
really fun. There was this. Well, you would be great at this, and they do this every month. They had this girl in this water fountain, and there was a swing, and there was two poles that connect the swing, and she was like pole dancing around it.
Oh my God.
And diving. I mean, all the creeper straight guys were hanging around her.
Creeper straight guys.
Yeah.
I thought that
That
was
sounds
the
like
same
another
thing.
Saturday night at Josie's house.
The two creeper straight guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. They were
So it
circling
sounds
her.
like it sounds like it almost sounds like a Boulet Brothers production in an interesting way.
It was a lot higher production end. I mean, they had catwalk.
Okay, fuck you, Boulet Brothers, but
No, well, no. I mean, this club was huge.
right.
I mean,
no, this
it's-
is huge. This is big time.
Yeah.
This is A+ list.
Yeah. Well.
And did you secure anybody for the Dark Mark show there? Guess?
Yes, I did.
Oh, cool.
Punk tour. I'd like to have them come in.
Okay.
Very cool.
All right, if you say so.
Yeah.
And what
They're
else did you
awesome.
do this weekend?
Laid around the pool. It was
In-
scorching hot
in
here
a
in LA.
swing and
Yes, lounging around.
you got a pool at your place?
No, at my guitar player's place.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
I babysat for his kids while he went to Mayhem Festival.
Okay.
Metal.
It doesn't get any more metal than babysitting the kids.
No, it's Mayhem Festival is metal, not me.
Mayhem Festival, I was going to say. So I've been to the Mayhem Festival. I took my niece and nephew to the Mayhem Festival. It's Marilyn Manson, Slayer, Killswitch Engage, and they never saw Controversion or Conformity before. And I said, you got to check
Did
these
you
guys
throw
out.
him in the pit?
They threw me in the pit. Actually, about 45 minutes of Manson, they went over to me. They're like,
No.
we can go. So they love Slayer. Anyway, so I'm glad you do get great guests because you have Suzanne Grace is here.
Yes. Thank you.
You guys, a terrific guest. I was researching you thoroughly, as
He
I
does
do.
that a lot with
I was
women.
researching Heather as well, and
He'll know everything about you.
we're here at the studio where they actually do record the show Skeptically Yours, which is Emery Show, which is great. I'm not going to be that skeptical. It's a fun show. We're going to run with it.
Okay.
So you contact the dead.
We've
they
had
contact
vampires
me.
on here.
Huh?
We've had vampires on.
We've had vampires on. We've had, yeah. So you contact the dead or the dead contact you?
Yeah, it works either way. It just
So
depends.
how did you find this power out?
Well, I was about 4 years old when I had my first experience, and I happened to be sent
Same
to
with
my room.
Josie, but go ahead.
Yeah, probably a similar
It's a
experience.
different.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, Suzanne, but this is Joe Adams, our other guest,
Hi,
Hi.
Joe.
Good to see
who, as you can see, is decidedly not a hot chick. But go ahead. You were look,
So,
not bad, huh?
Not bad.
So Suzanne's telling us she had her first paranormal experience when she was 4.
Yes, I was sent to my room. I was misbehaving. So that's probably what Josie and I have in common.
a
We
surprise.
Probably got in trouble. Yeah. And I was standing there and I watched this ghost just walk through my room and into my closet.
Whoa.
And I screamed and my father came running. And he watched it walk out of my closet and into the bathroom. And he said, "Don't tell your mother." So I grew up thinking it was wrong. So seeing things, knowing things, and thinking it was wrong was how I was raised.
So all those times when we snuck out of your bedroom to go to parties, there was like a ghost standing behind us or something, and you didn't tell me.
all those times we snuck out to go to those parties, I always knew when I was going to get caught coming home, and still went anyways. How's that?
So the spirits, the spirits told you
Thanks,
that your parents
Suzanne.
were.
Well, my intuition was always really strong. Like, Josi, not very many people know this, but I was expelled when I was in 9th grade. But I kept having this vision over and over again that my last day of school was coming up. And where we lived was very dangerous. Our school was on a highway where people died every day. I mean, I don't know how many died, but it was a dangerous road.
Mm-hmm.
And so every day I had this fear that this was the day I was going to die. So I went to the Sadie Hawkins dance with Chris, remember? And
Like a high school reunion. What was going on
Exactly.
somebody had a bottle of wine, and it wasn't me. No, it wasn't her.
here? Okay.
It was somebody else that I was with, and because they had a bottle of wine, we all got expelled. So that's why I kept having these visions of my last day of school. It wasn't because I was dying. It was because it really was my last day of
Because
school.
somebody slipped you some wine and you got expelled from school.
Well, I didn't even have it on me. I was just made an example of.
So when did you decide to go professional in being a
Probably-
medium,
actually-
being a psychic?
Probably about 15 years ago, but I did all my work overseas because I didn't want to come out of the closet here because everybody's so skeptical and
Well,
it's
Sylvia Brown
wrong.
doesn't do you any favors. Let's be honest.
Oh my God! No, I've never believed a word she has said ever. I just,
Actually, yeah. When she says something, I believe the opposite, and it's kind of goes
yeah, she said Obama would be one term.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, so did Mitt Romney. So what does he know? But you studied with James Van Praagh,
I did, yes.
who he had a show around the time John Edwards had a show, and I can see how John Edwards had a show, even though that I kind of thought that was kind of bullshit myself. John Edwards.
John's very good.
Okay, but on the show, it sort of seemed a little phony.
Well-
But he's a very telegenic guy.
Mm-hmm.
James Van Praagh, I've heard, is a better psychic. He's not as telegenic. He kind of looks like.
I mean, how do you decide who's better?
Well, the guy's like he looks like G. Gordon Liddy. He's a big buff. He's like a big dude with the porn star mustache. But he
Who?
kind of
Which
James
one?
Van Praagh.
He's like 5'1".
But he
maybe.
looks big on TV. He's like a square. He's like a
an
big
Oompa
dude.
Loompa.
He's an Oompa Loompa guy with the porn star mustache. But he prances
Sounds like
around.
Ron Jeremy.
No, but yeah, it's like Ron Jeremy and Paul Lynde had a baby. Hello, here's what I got for you. It was weird. I saw the show once. I was like, what is the show?
You did
This
that
is the new John Edwards.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm thinking of something right now.
Practice.
It's your aunt, your uncle, your aunt, your uncle. Your aunt, yes. She died. No, she's still alive. She's alive. It's kind of those things.
I'm having flashbacks.
Is that what? Hello, Frisco. It was weird. It's just and that was the guy that was on TV. Have you ever seen James Van Praagh?
No, I
Google
want
him.
to now.
It's basically he doesn't have a show anymore. That
That's
didn't
pretty
last too long.
awesome.
And
Yeah.
I don't want to discount psychic abilities. I don't know anything about psychic
He's
abilities or
very
yours.
good. He's an amazing teacher, and that's what you need is when you have these spirits coming to you all the time, you don't know what to do with them. You
Right.
don't know how to communicate to them. You just know that there's somebody dead standing at the end of your bed.
And apparently he has the spirit of the guy from the B-52s in him because that's
You
what he.
know,
Hello.
maybe-
Yes.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Rock lobster. How I've been getting a vision. So you study with him
I did.
for how long?
A couple years. It wasn't, steady, but because it's expensive, but
Right.
a couple years. We would meet every 6 months, and because you need to learn and then take it out on the street and figure it out for yourself. It's just
Right.
like when I give readings to someone, I don't like to read them once a week. I will read them, and then I think they should wait, 3 to 6 months before coming back to me.
Okay.
Because they think you're going to solve their problems, and so I can't be someone's crutch. I'm not going to take advantage of people that way.
Except you're going to solve my problems today. I hope.
Probably not. It'll
Okay.
take a long time.
We don't have enough
That'll
time.
take several visits, Mark.
Thank you. But you use angel cards. I don't even know what those are.
Well, angel cards. Okay, so then
Because I know tarot cards.
Yeah, I don't really use. I have, but they're not my thing. But after I studied with James, I went to study with Charles Virtue, who's Doreen Virtue's son, and she's the angel expert. They're
Right.
amazing people. So I learned how to work with the angel energies and the angel cards to. It's just a different type of energy.
Mhm.
In fact, you get really hot when you're working with the angels versus when we call them DLOs, departed loved ones.
Right.
When the DLOs come around, it's freezing. But when
Huh.
you've got the angel energy, it makes the room really, really hot and the air really thick. It's hard to breathe. and it's just
So
a
that
different.
explains the heat wave that we've been having in Los Angeles for the last week.
A lot of angels around. Los Angeles.
Well, speaking of somebody who's hardly an angel, Heather Dahl. Heather.
I'm an angel sometimes.
Since when?
I play one on TV.
No, so Heather, I met you. Well, I saw you at V Society at length while you were dancing on the pole, and then we talked at Bar Sinister for a while. We got chummy, and then I see you every now and then at V Society, which is the vampire club we all love. And so tell us about you.
Well,
now where are you from? Because I don't even know.
Where am I from? I was born in Philly.
Well, that explains a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cheesesteak.
Yeah. And my half my
This
family.
woman's never had a cheesesteak in her life. Do you see this?
I'm
I know.
I'm a vegan.
That
But she's a
explains
dancer.
Yeah, she got to keep that.
I'm a
yeah.
dancer.
Yeah.
Dancer.
Hey, and my part of my family, dad is from Canada, so
You know about the Canadian
have
girls.
the East Coast kind of thing going in Canadian stuff,
Yeah.
but raised here. So
We
it's
already
cool.
got through the Canadian thing. Canadian girls.
what about Canadian girls? Are
They like to do
amazing.
two things. They both begin with F. They like to fight and they like to fuck.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Aren't the Newfies worse though?
the Newfies, right? So, but Heather, now what is Death by Pink? Because I was trying to get some
Death by
information.
Pink.
on it.
Well, I just started that. The name kind of came up last year around this time, and I was blessed enough to be a part of the Los Angeles industrial music festival, and that was the first time I did Death by Pink. It's basically exotic event entertainment group that I'm putting together, kind of a roster of girls that do fire dancing, pole dancing, go-go dancing, lyra, silks. So you can kind of go one-stop shop, and if you want a
Wait,
DJ.
what's Lyra?
Lyra is, I don't know if you've ever seen performances that the artist Pink does. Sometimes
Right.
she'll have, it's basically a suspended ring,
Oh, okay.
and it will spin, and she can do posing, or she can,
Right. Okay, the
lift
ring
herself up.
thing.
Yeah,
The ring thing.
The ring thing. Yeah.
yeah. So it's a lot of fun, and especially being in LA and in the environment that there's so many entertainers and so many dancers and there's so many people that do so many different things. I thought that would be great to have one. You could go to one kind of page and kind of pick different performers, for your events. So
I was trying to find the website for hours, and I couldn't quite find it.
yeah, I put one up, and it wasn't quite what I wanted. And I actually wanted to have a Facebook page done by this show, so I could direct everyone there. So hopefully that will be up and running tonight, and then people can go and see it.
I was looking for all sorts of things to research on you, and Facebook was about it.
I'm a mystery.
Well, we're going to solve the mystery, get to all sorts of angels. We also have Joe Adams. Now, Joe, you and Josi have met many a time. The thing is, you
have.
both are so bad with names that every time I say Josi, you're like,
who?
who's that Josi?
And it's Joe and
yeah,
Josie.
Joe and Josi, yeah.
I was just thinking that.
And Joe has been referenced on the show twice, Josi. Do you remember?
Probably not.
when Salt from the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling was on, she was talking about wrestling and dominating men. She said, "You know who would love this? Joe Adams."
That's what she said.
That's
what she said?
That's what she said.
Okay, all
And
right.
also when Nicole Rouge was on, Nikki Rouge, the Queen of Spank.
Oh, I love Nikki Rouge.
We're going to see Nikki Rouge at the Bondage Ball. Everybody's coming out. Nikki Rouge was talking about, we were talking about fetishes, and I relayed a story about one time I was at Fetish Nation with my friend Joe, and somebody was bullwhipping a man for 15 minutes.
Oh, that's funny.
That's pretty.
And
intense.
you couldn't stop watching it. After about 30 seconds, I was bored.
It
And he
was-
stood there like, oh, I
Jaded.
can't believe he can take that.
Yeah.
There was something. This guy's a freak of nature. This girl.
Who cares? I'm trying to meet
This
chicks.
girl knows. I'm telling you, this girl's using a single tail. And does anybody know what it is?
Yeah, it's-
We all know
it's
what
like-
single tails
Yeah,
are.
Actually, I don't.
Okay,
I'm
this guy
seriously
was standing
clueless.
there not flinching, and I was like, "Oh, she's not hitting him." Then I realized she was wiping blood off. Of
Have
his
you ever
shoulders,
seen
and he
Roots?
Wasn't flinching, and I'm like, "That's yeah."
Yes,
Kinda
I've
like
seen
that.
Roots.
Yeah, it's kind of like Roots, but
You know,
for sickos.
This guy didn't even flinch.
Not that Joe's a sicko. He likes it, but for fetishy people.
That was
I
pretty
did read
pretty
50 Shades of Grey too, but
Well, here's the weird thing: the Bondage Ball.
all that
They're,
Yeah, Bondage
they're
Ball
advertising it
sounds
as a 50 Shades of Grey party. That's lame.
I know.
That's so
I
lame.
know.
I didn't
They're
see them
trying to ride on
advertising. Was that
they're trying to
recent?
get
on the Facebook page, on the Bondage Ball,
It kind of has
50
that
Shades
there.
of Grey party. It's like, now we're going to have a
Oh.
bunch of guys, in
Yeah.
suits and a bunch of housewives, like, sitting there. And trust me, that's fine with me. I'll take a housewife. But
Yeah.
it just...
Hey, I like guys in suits. We can hang out.
I'll be wearing a suit. But,
Okay.
no, Joe, you were the first one to take me to Cinematic and clubs like that.
Cinematic was cool. I just talked to somebody.
Get right on the
that,
mic.
Oh, yeah.
Pretend
Like
Josie's
it's
behind
Mark's.
the mic. Yeah, don't pretend Josie's behind the mic.
This is
and,
big and black.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hey!
As I said, pretend Josie's behind the mic. This is her big back cock. Go ahead.
There we go, Josie.
Oh my god.
Now we're all picturing Josie with a strap
Cinematic
on.
was good.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting an image.
Cute.
Oh, yeah.
Are any spirits going your way because of this whole conversation?
Or are they running?
No,
They're running. They're running.
Kind of
Oh, I have
low-key.
some cool questions. I've been experiencing 11/11 a lot.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, we should
so
talk about that.
11/11.
What's 11/11?
It's like
On the clock,
crazy.
you know, you see 11:11 all the time. It's about basically watch your thoughts. You're manifesting what your dreams are. So if you're being an asshole or negative all the time, then you're going to manifest that. It also means that the angels are with you. So if you know, it's
Wow.
it's something to be cognizant of. If you see repeat numbers all the time, like 222,
Right.
Yeah, 333.
111,
The number
333,
23,
yeah, there's
69.
they all have a
Fuck.
meaning. So
I know 69, but
well, I don't, but I know what the angel numbers are.
well, how about
What are fours?
how about me? I don't dream at all. I very rarely remember my dreams.
Because you're always drunk.
You're always
still
passed out.
Remember, during,
Yeah.
you know, even if
I
you're
very
drunk.
rarely remember dreams. I remember dreams maybe once a month, if that.
I'm not a big one to remember dreams either. So when I do have them, they're usually really vivid and have meaning behind them.
Wow.
You know, but a lot of spirits will come to people in their dreams if they can't handle it
Right.
any other way.
So, what is the strangest encounter with a spirit you've had? Besides the show, I want to hear it.
Oh my God.
There's something you're
I
thinking
mean,
about right
there's-
now. I can see it.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many things. I mean, I've gone, you know, we have the Trinity Paranormal Resource business where we go to people's homes because they've had spirit issues. See, look, they just
see?
passed gas on air. So, I walked into this home.
That was the spirit
and-
of James Gandolfini after played lasagna,
Oh, a little too much lasagna.
apparently.
But you can walk into someone's home and usually feel what's going on there. And I walk into this bedroom, and they're filming it, so it's pitch black.
Right.
And we can't see anything. And I walk in, and I said, there's dead flowers all over this room. And dead flowers are bad to have in your house. They bring bad energy.
Wow.
And so I went to go walk down these stairs. And do you remember that scene from Amityville Horror where you see the pit of hell when they open the door? That's
Right,
what,
right, right.
what I saw when I looked down the staircase
Oh
was
my
that pit
God.
of hell.
Wow.
It scared the shit out
And
of me.
where was this at?
This is some house in Winnetka. And she'd asked
So
me to
Winnetka is
come
the
in.
gates of hell?
Yeah, don't go to Winnetka.
Yeah, this particular woman. And what was worse was, you know, I was scared to go down the stairs, so I made somebody come with me.
Right.
And by this time, Spirit will use the batteries and drain them. So we had 4 backup batteries for the cameras. They were all drained. So we couldn't
Whoa.
even film anything at that point. Our phones were all dead. Everything's dead. But we walk down these stairs, and I walk into this little room, and I just kept seeing black. But it turns out she practiced witchcraft, okay? Which people practice Wicca, you know, and it's about intent. If your intent is good, then it's good. If it's negative, it's negative.
Right.
She practiced it because she wanted to get rid of a coworker and bring her dead cat back to life.
Oh.
So you walk
Huh.
in, and all you feel is just hatred and pain and anger, and it's so hard to explain unless you're in my physical body experiencing it. But it's just so freaking dark. It's just you just want to. What we'll normally do when we do a house like that is
Okay.
we'll sage it and clean it and then go our way. We were just all, we're the fuck out of here. We're not sticking around because there's no
Wow.
reason to. She
Right.
wasn't going to stop practicing.
Right, because I used to go out with a Wiccan,
Mhm.
and she was, and there were a couple instances that were very strange. The main one was, I was doing a show in Santa Monica, and it was pouring rain, and she said, "Do you want me to make the rain go away?" It's like, I don't want you to do that. So
Did she
our friend,
dance?
huh?
Did she dance?
Well, that we did that in our private time. But so we no. But what happened was, she drove over to my house. A friend met me. The rain stopped. I went from my house in Tarzana, which apparently is purgatory since Winnebago's hell. So I went from my house in Tarzana to Santa Monica, about 15 minutes. I've never gotten there faster in my life. As soon as you parked the car, started pouring rain again.
Whoa.
And it was only like 6 people who showed up. It wasn't a great show, but, you know, I was grateful for anybody that showed up, you know, in the pouring rain. So then we were driving home, and she's like, I know you told me not to, but I made the rain go away. I was like, ooh. And the show was a disaster. What do you make of that?
Well, I make of that is her intent was negative.
Well, her intent was positive. She wanted to help me out.
Oh, so she made the rain go away.
She made the rain go away because she wanted me to have people come to the show.
To have the show, okay. But it was a disaster, you said.
Well, it wasn't. I mean, not too many people showed up. I mean, it was basically, it was pouring. I mean, seriously pouring rain.
It's just
stopped for 15, 20 minutes, and then poured rain again.
It's just not something I practice. I just find that, you know, if people don't know what they're doing, they can bring on a lot of bad juju. Okay. And so for me, I would rather stay in the light and know that everything that I do brings positive things to people.
Right.
So rather than fiddling in the dark, I'm going to, you know, like Ouija boards are the worst thing that you can have.
But have you ever made the rain go away? Have you ever?
No.
She likes the rain.
No, you probably had a Ouija board when you were a kid, right?
No.
You and Josi never played Ouija board when you were?
We didn't.
No.
No, I always knew they were dark. In fact, when we were there for our high school reunion, well, you know, we just graduated high school 10 years ago, so we went to our 10th reunion, and I'm in the village, and I'm riding the elevator up because I'm too lazy to go up the stairs.
Your prom song was Nookie. Yeah, okay.
And this group of boys got on the elevator with me. My husband's taking the stairs. I said, I'm going to take the elevator, and I'm not usually that lazy. But I was being lazy, so I get in the elevator, and these 3 boys get in the elevator, and they have a bag, and they open up the bag, and then it's a Ouija board. And I said, you need to throw that away right now. Throw it away right now. And I made them walk it to the trash can and get rid of it, because they're just dark, and people don't know what they're opening.
You know they went back and got it.
I hope not. They just don't know what doors they're opening. I mean, if you want to dabble in the dark, you know, good luck.
Okay. Well, speaking of dabbling in the dark, Heather.
Yes?
Now, when did you start dancing?
Actually, I did a lot of like sort of train dancing when I was growing up, and I just did like a lot of.
Well, we got a train coming at the end of the show, but go ahead.
Yeah, what kind of train?
Yeah, what
train?
Like one on the back, one on the front.
Because when you say train dancing, I mean
trained dancing.
Oh, trained.
I
So you're a
ballet.
ballet. Yes. So I was.
I was not a ballerina.
Joe,
no,
get out of the way. I was
little.
envisioning a train here.
Wait a minute.
No, wait. You can get in the train. So anyways, you're a trained dancer.
Yes, partially. It's mostly
ballet,
a little bit of ballet and like improv and.
What's improv dancing?
Improv is kind of, you basically have to have a little bit of a background in dance, but it's more kind of like contemporary dance, which is there's not a real style,
right?
And it's up to you. You're kind of you're
like modern dancing.
It's modern dancing, and it's a more personal form of like expression.
Because I know, you know, I know improv comedy, but like Drew Carey's not sitting there going, "Come on, freeze tag, let's go dance." It's not like that, right?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay.
Well,
you're very flexible, as I've noticed.
Yes, I'm very flexible.
Things you can do on the pole are very, very
good.
impressive.
Yeah.
But actually, last time I saw you, and this is after the whole Comic Christ fiasco, which I don't even know if I'm going to bring up, but.
I love Comic Christ.
I love Comic Christ, too.
You're both there.
All right, well, here's the whole thing. So I asked Heather Dahl.
So he brings it out.
I knew Heather Dahl very, very, you know, just casually. I said, hey, you want to go to, I got an extra, hey, you want to go to Comic Christ? This is my problem. This is why I need psychic help.
Okay,
let
me tell you my side. Can I tell you my side?
I asked women out like this. I thought we had a little rapport. I thought we had a little flirtation going on. I said, you want to go to Comic Christ? She said, great, that sounds fantastic. I was like, well, fantastic, we'll do it. By the way...
Oh, is she the one?
Can you get a ticket for my friend?
I wanted to bring two hot girlfriends. I was like, who has a problem hanging out with 3 hot girls?
I obviously
she does
I
have
don't.
a point. She does have a point.
Well, no,
I didn't know.
But his intent was that
my intent was to take you
date, like to take you out.
Right, I didn't know that. When I read the text,
lack of communication.
How do you not know
the text
that?
said, "Would you be interested in going to Comic Christ? I have an extra ticket."
Yes.
So,
not 20 extra tickets, one extra ticket.
But I had 2 friends. One of them was in the music business.
Right.
Or is still in the music business.
Right.
And blah, blah, blah. And she was sitting there right next to me. And I was like, oh, my gosh, my friend's going to Comic Christ. I'm so excited. I haven't seen him.
Well,
and she's like, "Oh, I want to go," and I was like, "Oh, I'm sure he would love to have two people." And
yeah, sure, I would love to. Yeah, so. Anyway, so that was the whole thing. I thought my intent was clear. Anyway, I ended up going with Rue the Clown, who was fantastic and very beautiful.
Yes.
But the funniest thing is in the middle of the concert, we're all hanging out.
You were traded for a clown.
Who comes in? You've seen
Heather
Rue.
doll.
Rue's hot. Stop it. She's hot. You know Vi. She's hot.
Is that the tranny clown?
No, not the tranny clown. She's not a tranny clown. She's a woman. She's all woman. So we're like in the middle of the concert, like
I'm like,
our mutual friend.
Hi, Mark.
Yeah, hi. Oh, hi, Heather. Hi. Boy, was that awkward or what?
Well, I still, it was just a friendly.
And by the way, you went with one
connection.
guy.
I went with two guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you.
It wasn't like I don't mind that.
Okay. So anyway, I just wanted to clear that one up. So, but
No, there was no malice on my part or anything.
I didn't think there
weird.
was any malice on your part. I just thought, hey, this guy will buy a bunch of tickets for a bunch of us. Let's go.
Oh no! I mean, they were gonna pay you back or pay me back.
Oh,
or
there was
however it
there was a little gray area there.
Okay.
In the email,
It's a couple shades of gray.
would have been.
There was some shades of gray there.
Yeah, there's about 20 shades of gray.
Yeah.
So in
Would you like to come with me to?
Yes.
Not I have an extra ticket.
I did not say I had an extra ticket. I said, would you like to come with me? I'm
You
going to
did
come
say
with Grace.
that.
Oh, I thought it was an extra ticket. That's what you
No,
said.
I did not say an extra ticket. As a matter of fact, I regret that I didn't say an extra ticket because I thought that would have been clear. I said, I'm going to Comic Christ. Did you want to go with me?
Oh.
Next time I'm going to make it clear and say, I want to fuck you. Let's go to Comic Christ. It can't be any clearer than that.
Hello.
So somebody's clear like that. Joe Adams, let me tell you a story about Joe Adams. I'm telling a story. Joe Adams and I were hanging out at the old Club Hell. And I was talking to this girl.
Oh.
Is that in Winnetka?
No, that was not it. It might have been Winnetka. Maybe, and the spirits were sort of aligned against me. Joe Adams, if you don't know.
Ivar.
It was at Arva. Joe Adams, if you don't know, has been on the TV show Jag. He's been on the TV show Carnival. What was that Kiefer Sutherland show you were just on? That got canceled?
Oh, Angel. No, Touched.
That was a great
Touched
show.
by an-
Did you
yeah,
see him on
Touched
it?
by
He
an
was
Angel.
great.
I didn't. My
and-
DVR deleted it. But
He won the Extreme Gong Show. He was on America's Funniest People. He's got credits, unlike me. But he was on.
But like all these things, I always play like a dead amputee soldier. So I'm always just laying there doing.
typecast.
So, yeah.
Motherfuckers.
And then I kill people's wives. So other than that,
Yeah.
Did you ever get to be a pirate?
no,
Oh.
no, not
Yeah,
yet.
you could
That would
be
be
a pirate.
cool.
You could be a zombie too.
I've
Yeah.
done that.
There's a
I've
lot
done
of
that.
Yeah, has
shows.
Walking Dead contacted you yet?
Zombies.
No, not yet.
True Blood, any of those?
No,
Dexter? Any of those?
no, none of those.
Thank you.
There's
we're
a whole
thinking,
world.
We're
See?
casting
What's
you as we're
going
speaking.
on?
I was at
Opportunity.
So here's another of my sad stories of romance.
Dating woes.
Dating
Aw.
woes.
Dave's dating woes.
Well, my name's not Dave, but
Sorry.
anyway.
Mark. Sorry. Well, I couldn't
Yeah.
think of anything else
Mark,
better.
Dave.
So
Mark's-
your psychic abilities are not impressing me if you don't know my name.
Yeah, somebody's name.
Yeah, if you're calling me Dave-
Actually, there's
Unless
probably
you're talking to
somebody
the spirit
dead.
right here, whose name is Dave.
Dave, yeah, there's
Yeah.
actually someone here with a name with a D initial, so
No,
we'll get on that in a
Wow.
minute.
I just heard him say, "Dave's not here, man." So no, but I was talking to this girl. She's very cute, very my type, very pale, very hot, and I was talking to her. We were really hitting it off, which seems to be the death of me. I thought we were hitting it off, and then and things were going well. And she's like, she does prosthetic makeup for TV and movies. And she said, "I did this thing. I was for Crossing Jordan, and there was this guy, and I have this amputee fetish. I like people missing limbs.
Ooh.
And there was a guy that had one arm, and he was cute, and I was sketching him, and everybody was telling me, because I just broke up with somebody with one leg, that's my new boyfriend." And I thought I was vibing with her, but I was like, when am I going to have a chance to meet like a 10 that's into amputees?
That's
and so
cool.
and luckily I had, it's cool for him. It wasn't that cool for me. So I
How'd that
passed
work
it
out,
off
Joe?
to you.
No, actually, it didn't. It turned out he passed her off to me because I walked up and she's like, "Hi," and I talked to her, got her number, and then she.
No, no,
just-
I brought
she
you up. I
Turned
said-
out to be very.
I said,
He-
does he
he
look
tried.
familiar? And she's like,
That's
oh
right,
my
very
God, that's him. And yeah, it was the whole thing.
Yeah, and then
But
she
turned
just,
out to be what?
a total flake. Never
Oh,
called,
well,
never
that's
talked,
everyone in
never.
LA.
Yeah. So.
The least she could have done is invite a couple friends
You
to go
would
out with
think
you.
a girl that has an amputee fetish or something, and just nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think she does. I think she was just saying it, but who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you gone online to? Is there any websites for that?
You know what? I've not
Nublove.com.
looked for that, but I bet there is. That's mine. Nublove.
No, don't say that because
awesome.
Joe gets Joe does very well with the girls. I've seen the girls he goes out with. You got a girl right now, and
have you ever done anything kinky with it?
Not.
Say it, Joe.
No.
Come on,
Say
we're on the
it,
Dark
Joe,
Mark
come
Show.
on.
Not as much as we would think. I guess.
Not as much, but you have.
There's been some external.
Josi,
stuff,
what are you
but never
thinking
internal,
about?
if that's what we're.
I'm
I
just
know what she's
wondering.
talking
Everyone's
about.
thinking that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it.
Show the 3 hot women what you can do with your arm.
I don't like the. How can I?
Just do
I
it.
don't want to. I don't want to brag, but,
it's
you know,
no censorship.
I don't need Viagra.
Okay.
I've got like the built-in stimulator, if you know what I'm saying.
Woo!
So that's.
Whoa.
Huh? So
Okay.
That's my.
I
but
think Josie needs
quick
some
on
air.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, are we going to a break now?
No, there's no break.
No
Suzanne,
break. Straight
Suzanne,
through.
no, we already had the Fatal Impact commercial. So Suzanne, who's Dave?
Actually, I took notes earlier. Well, I have to because when they start to come, if I don't write it all down, then I'll forget.
Okay.
Wow.
So, you've had somebody pass over, and it felt like a grandparent. So, obviously, a lot of us have had our grandparents pass over.
You're talking to me.
Yes. So, it's more of a grandparent energy, so it's an older person. And
Well, I will tell you.
you don't have to tell me shit yet.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. Go ahead.
They showed me that there was some breathing issues and some chest pain, and then I was given the initial H and M. Okay. They also talked about some big life changes coming your way.
What's H&M?
They like to shop.
No, just initials. Like they could reference their initials, or it could reference M's. When they typically don't give me a name, it typically is referencing a month. So it could be May, March, which would be a birth or death day. They talked about some big changes that you've made, some life-affirming changes, and I can't read my damn writing. Who has the daughter? Do you have a daughter?
I don't have a
Okay,
daughter.
so then they're referencing, this would be from your mother's side of the family, because they were referencing a daughter.
Okay.
And then there was some kind of symbol there was some kind of a symbol they showed me that had to do with flowers. So I don't know if somebody puts a specific flower on their grave or if a specific flower is something that they recognize. But this person also talked about somebody who was animal crazy, like dogs or cats, somebody who has more than one or is very much in love with animals.
Mm-hmm.
So they kept saying, who has the pet? And so they showed me that the family belonged to this particular person, but somebody has the pet from this person. So I don't know.
Wow, that sounds like me.
You sure that's not
My
Heather?
dad
It
is
could
named
all
David.
be you. Okay. Now, they brought up something else, which
Wow.
I thought was really interesting, because I don't know who's going to be here.
Yeah.
So all I know is the spirits know who's going to be here. Okay. So then they brought up a watch, a pocket watch, but when they showed me something specific like a pocket watch, it's not just a plain old watch.
It's like, is that one of those hanging ones?
Yes.
From that my dad has, my
not like
grandfather's.
this.
Okay.
Not
So
that one.
that's who
Yeah.
it's for then. It's for you. Okay.
Wow.
So are you the one with the animals?
Yeah, my dad actually has my dog.
Okay, that's what it was, because they said who has the pet, and it's in the family. You can see
Oh
my
my
notes.
gosh.
What is family
Yep.
pet? Okay.
Uh-huh.
And do you have a daughter?
I
But
am the
you
daughter.
are the daughter.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. And you've
And
made
I had,
changes.
well, yeah, and I had, yeah, that's crazy.
And what's
Yeah.
with the flowers? Did that resonate?
I noticed flowers yesterday sitting in a strange,
At
like,
11:11.
I have been noticing 11:11 like pretty
Right.
consistently almost every single day.
11:11 is a good thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes
Because
twice
it
a day.
realigns your thoughts.
Joe, any
Um,
flowers?
No.
Josie flowers?
Oh, well, I got stuff on her.
Oh, okay.
She has
Well,
dirt
well,
on
well,
me.
Nice.
Not the stuff from high school.
before you say that, my grandmother's husband Saul passed away a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I did post something on Facebook that you could have read.
I didn't go on your Facebook page.
Okay.
I don't. Honest engine, swear on my children's lives.
But then again,
I did
everything
not.
seemed to be about Heather, so that might not
Yeah.
even be about me.
But, well, no.
Oh, my name is a flower.
And your name?
Heather.
It's H. Okay.
And my name's H.
Because I wrote all this all down before I came in.
Right.
So that's why. Okay. So that's
Wow.
perfect. So
Right.
that.
Oh.
Right.
Okay. Now do you believe me, asshole?
No, I want to hear what you have to say about Josi.
I don't know if I should because I know some of her history and it might be a little.
See,
painful
this
and
is what every
emotional.
psychic I know says this. My ex-girlfriend said this. My friend who's a psychic says this. They said they know me too well. They can't give me a proper reading.
No, it's not that I know her well at all. It's that I know that things might be painful for her to hear.
Okay.
Is that why his friends say that they won't
Are you
give
ready
him
to
a
hear this,
reading?
Josi, or you don't want to hear this?
Oh, geez, is it that painful?
No. It's just.
You're going to be in the Dark Mark show for the next 10 years.
um.
You'll be my sidekick. You'll be my sidekick until the day you die.
You just have a lot of people who've passed around you, so that's something. I mean, there's so. I mean, if you look at my notes, I'm like scribbling, as far down as I can go, and then all of a sudden I had to turn the page because I knew the information was no longer hers, and that's when I wrote over here.
Oh, P.S. My sister's name's Meredith.
Okay, so the H and M
H&M.
initials. Okay, perfect.
Wow.
C-H-M.
I'm impressed.
Thank you. Okay,
Heather and Meredith.
who's the
Daughter.
the female that passed and there was issues in the chest?
I'm trying to see what
Well,
issues you have in the
Breathing-
chest.
No,
Yeah, I mean, who
breathing
doesn't have
issues,
issues in
or
the
it
chest?
could be breast cancer, but it felt more like breathing, like chest would be heart attack, heart stopping.
Well, that could be either my grandmother or my mom.
It
had
was
a
your
heart
mom.
attack,
Okay,
you know.
okay, it was your mom. Okay.
My heart's starting to beat a little faster looking at your chest.
There was also
You
an
always look at my
H
chest.
reference too, a letter H. So if you don't know what that means right off the top of your head, just hold on to it. They talked about you. Oh no! The H had to do with somebody who was in your life, a male that they were not fond of, and it's glad that is gone. So whoever had the H initial that was in your life, they're glad is
She's
gone.
smiling.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
You know H.
Yes.
Okay. Then you have an older male energy who's with you, and he feels like an ascended master. Somebody. He. It's not that he was related to you, but he was somebody that you worked with. Very wise, full of wisdom. That's passed
Who
on.
passed?
Yes. Okay. So I don't know what he taught you, but this was somebody who taught you a lot in your life. Okay, that's passed. And he said he approves of the changes you've made. Then you have a younger male who passed, and it feels tragic, like an accident. They show me, though, that drugs and alcohol were involved, but it was an accident. It's like it feels more like a car accident or a motorcycle accident, something tragic. But it was when I say younger, I want to say under 50, okay? Because
Yeah, I had a friend pass.
Yeah,
that
that'd be
was in
younger
his
than
50s.
Josie.
well, and that's
Barely.
still young. That's still young.
No, I understand.
Okay,
I-
that's still really fucking young.
I,
Okay?
it is. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I got some questions. for
It
you.
has like a brother energy, so somebody that was a close friend.
Yeah.
Okay. But so he steps forward and apologizes. So I don't know if that would. I feel like his accident was not a suicide, but a deliberate act. He knew what he was doing.
Well, the only person I could think of that would refer to would be my friend Elliot, who was like an older brother who passed probably about 10 years ago. He was in his late 40s. And he died of cirrhosis of the liver in the hospital with a liver transplant,
No,
which was drug and alcohol related.
Yeah, but this is a tragic accident. Like this is somebody that was like in a car accident, a motorcycle accident, something. So hold on to it. I know how you.
Except for my father. My real father died in a car accident.
Was
But
he
he was
young?
in his 20s.
Okay, that could be who it is because it's a younger male and it's related.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I wrote down. Younger male related. But then it felt kind of like a brother energy. So if it's your real father, when you had a relationship with him, was it more like
He died when I was 3.
okay, so there was really no relationship there. Okay, so that it could be that.
Wow.
Okay. Anything about Joe? Any vibes coming your way?
Your mother's passed. Or okay. Hold on. Why does she feel like it's restricting my throat, my breathing? Was there something going on with her breathing, like emphysema or some kind of pressure on her chest towards the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's your mother. Okay. What is the D stand for? She's showing me the letter D. Was it December month that she died?
December's.
Or birthday, could be birthday or death day, or your birthday or death.
Neither. My birthday's December.
Okay, that's her reference for that. Okay, thank you. Okay, hold on a second.
So wait, his mother just contacted you to say his birthday's in December?
Well, she's giving me information so that he knows who I'm speaking to confirm.
Because I know his birthday.
Yeah, but
Okay.
she didn't.
She didn't.
I
How-
understand.
Okay, hang on.
I mean, I don't know. This is weird to me. I'm just trying to.
She's referencing 3. Are there 3 children, or did she leave behind 3? Or do you have 3 children? Why would she
No.
reference the number 3?
No, I have one daughter, and then I have 3 sisters. So there's
Okay.
4 of us.
Okay, but
There's 4 of us.
There's
The
one
3
mic here.
the 3 she's probably referring to is the other 3. So the 3 sisters, because she's referring to them. Was she closer to one in particular? Because there's one that she's showing me that stands out. Feels like the oldest.
No, it's the youngest.
The youngest. Okay.
Probably.
Who's
yeah.
the one with the health issues that she's talking about?
Oh gosh. Probably the second oldest, maybe.
Okay. She shows that they will get better, but it's a choice thing. So I don't know if this is something that they're doing to themselves, like not taking care of themselves in the way that they should. So she shows me it's a choice thing, but that there will be an epiphany of sorts that guides them in the right direction.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Sorry, I know I just have to I'm
No,
trying
it's
to
all
stay
right.
connected, so I usually just stare at people.
Does
or
that make
I'll
sense
touch
to you
Yeah.
at all?
Kind
What-
of.
Joe doesn't mind if
Did-
you look him
No.
up and down, stare at
Alright.
him. It's okay.
I'm not looking at him up and down. I'm just staring at him.
I'm
You can look me up and down.
just
I
I'm
don't
trying to
mind
fill
at
the
all.
dead air, please, Suzanne.
You
The
can
dead
keep
air.
talking while I'm talking to her.
Literally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Literally dead air.
because you know me.
That's
Well,
so
yes,
cool.
Dark Mark, Dave. Anyway, so I'm
Dark Mark Dave.
Well,
okay.
you know where the D came from was the dark D.
Dark
so,
Mark, yes.
So we have
Can
to.
I ask you specific questions?
Yeah.
Wait, I want to ask her a question.
Okay, ask her a
Because it's
question.
Dark Mark. Did you have anything against it using dark in the name?
I was a little leery at first, but I trust Josie.
Yeah, it's just I'm the goth comedian. My name's Mark White.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm on a show tonight, the Marijuana-thon at Universal Bar and Grill, and I changed my name to Dark Mark because Mark White, the goth comedian. That's a little too wordy. So now tonight I'm listed as goth comedian Dark Mark White. So nobody can really get it right.
That's
So-
funny.
Everything in
so
there.
it's the lighter side of the dark side. I put crazy people in and just have fun with them, like I'm doing with you. And
But
I
I'm not
understand-
crazy. You said
I-
you bring crazy people in.
No,
and
no. I
have
mean,
fun with
you're
them.
not, I don't mean.
What
I don't
society
mean
considers-
literally. I don't
Yeah.
mean literally insane. And I'm not. I mean, you're
I'm
wild.
probably clinically.
You're a wacky.
insane.
You're a wacky kind of. You're a wacky kind of woman. Not the psychic thing. Forget the psychic thing. Forget the medium thing.
Crazy fun.
You're a fun, crazy type of woman. I mean that in the best way.
Yeah, I'm probably not your average medium who. A lot of people think that we have some kind of a crown over our heads and walk around doing good all the time, and that's just not real. That's not real life.
Right. And if you grew up with Josi, obviously that's not the case.
No,
No,
not at all.
No.
But I didn't know you were going to do a reading, so I got 3 specific questions.
Okay.
Answer them if you want. And these are the 3 things that are top of my list.
Am
right
I
now.
gonna find somebody? Is my job gonna change? Am I gonna make more money?
None
I'm just kidding.
None of that. My father just had gallbladder surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going to be okay?
His mother's passed.
No.
Okay, who's the female that's related to him that's passed over? She's showing me he's fine.
I have no idea. But
Okay.
that doesn't make any sense. But if there's a spirit
There's a
that's saying
spirit. Yeah, there's a female
I'll take your
spirit
word for it.
that's
If somebody says he's
related
going to be
him.
okay, he's okay. If somebody
Yeah.
says he's going to be okay, that's cool.
Okay.
That's my main concern. That's number 2.
But she shows me there's another surgery coming for him.
No, that's
Hold
too
on.
bad.
You can't just ask me one thing and expect them to shut up because they'll just keep talking.
Oh wow. So they just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dead
Are your
silence.
parents divorced?
Wow.
No.
Okay, so the female that this female is referencing, I have a feeling comes from your mother's side of the family because they're showing me your mother by his side, or they were showing a woman by his side,
Right, that
and
would
she
be
was
my mother.
honoring that. She's like, "This is the person that's going to help turn things around for him.
Right.
So when he
Well,
feels
he's
depressed,
he's doing okay. I mean,
yeah,
it's just,
no, he's absolutely fine. But when he feels down, she's the one that lifts his spirits. When
Right.
he feel, yeah. So this is the person that she's referencing
So
and acknowledging.
this actually gets me to my next question: is my love life? How's that going to turn out in the next?
Am I gonna find
while?
someone? He went right there.
You did go
No,
there.
no, 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 no,
He
no.
did go
Forget if I'm
there.
going to find somebody. Am I going to get out of this cold streak that I'm in, where I ask girls out and they invite other girls in, and
You're
I
asking
meet
for
girls that
getting
are
it,
into
gonna get laid.
amputees? When's the next time I'm going to get laid? Let's get right to it.
Well, that I don't know.
The
but
spirit
what they're
world,
showing-
spirit world.
Okay.
Bring me vagina, please. Let's.
You know, I have 3 sexually active sons who have
Right.
no problem getting pussy. Okay.
All right.
So my thinking is you're looking in the wrong places. I mean, let's just be.
I'm looking at Bondage Ball and Club B and
Maybe
crazy
you
places.
need to be in like
What?
knitting circles or
Sports bars. Oh, but I'm not
No.
religious. I'm not religious.
I was just kidding.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you're unsuccessful and you're looking in the same places,
You need to
change
try
where you're looking.
somewhere else.
Try something else, a library.
I've tried the library. Trust me, I've tried the library. It's tough.
No,
It's tough to. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. You got to see my library game. It's not that great. Yeah.
Dark Mark, call me.
No, yeah.
Dark Dave, I mean.
I see that you're checking out Lady Chatterley's Lover. Maybe we can have 50 Shades of Grey. Maybe. Yeah, my library game needs a little work. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, the Dark Mark Show, long-term success. Spirit World, tell me what's going on there.
Well, there was something that I had written down before that I really did feel was for you.
Okay.
And that was that you've made changes
Right.
and you are continuing to make changes. And these are affirming changes and that there is approval. So what that means is that they are positive and that
Right.
things will grow.
Right.
So when you're going in the direction you're supposed to, things flow.
Okay.
When you are constantly being hit with roadblocks, that means that you need to make changes. So
Right,
when
so
things are flowing, then you know you're
Things
going
are
in the right
flowing
direction.
here. When I'm asking girls out to concerts, they're not flowing. When I'm hitting on girls, they're not flowing. But things, artistically, it's flowing.
Yeah. And so, and
Well, you
maybe
can't
that needs
have
to be-
everything. Quit
Yeah, and
I
complaining.
want
maybe-
everything.
Maybe
Quit
everything isn't
complaining,
supposed to
you whiner.
happen in the same venue.
Yeah, and
or
sometimes
whatever.
your focus needs to be on work. Get that settled and situated so that you can focus
Yeah.
on the relationship. Because when you're trying to build a business,
Yes.
you're not going to be able to give someone the attention that they need or want. Oh, something's going to suffer. The business will suffer.
Right.
So get the business situated, have it
You know,
going, and then
it's
the
funny
person-
because I'm such a multitasker. I think I could get laid and get the business going at the same time. It's just a hunch.
Yeah.
And every woman just shook their head no. So
No.
I
Heather,
don't know what makes you feel
Heather,
that.
you just shook your head no.
I think personally that's actually happening. That's what I have gone through in the past 8 to 6 months is
Right.
that realizing that the energy, the type of energy I was spending on a relationship is actually, it wasn't, flowing direct. I mean, it just wasn't
It's depleting.
right. And so that actually stopped working, which was hard to go through, but it actually made it so that I'm able to do all these amazing things that I have wanted to do, and this is
Right.
going really well. So then I almost, I'm kind of like feeling that change that she's talking about, but also just like I kind of like just release myself, like, okay, it's just going to happen when it's going to happen, and I'm not going to chase that because
Right.
that's not
But then again,
beneficial.
you get hit on every 2 minutes from every guy that sees you.
right. But you probably also get asked to do shows, or you might ask, it's a different sort of.
Women aren't
I'd
asking me
probably
out
do.
in the frequency men are asking you out. I'm guessing.
Well, that's
It's a different thing.
that's
though.
the difference between
Because I'm a
being
woman.
chick and a dude.
Right.
I understand that, but I don't know. It's just anyway. So it's just it's
Well,
it's,
if women,
it's been a longer than normal cold snap. I usually it's just a little
You know what?
feeling
Take advantage of it and
Yeah.
get some work done.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
serious.
I think it is
serious.
a positive thing.
I've been doing a lot of research for the show.
Well, it allows you though to get
We're
to
gonna
know
have
a lot
Yeah,
of
you wouldn't be able to do all that research, Mr.
Problem is he's getting carpal tunnel. And
I,
that's-
that is
I was
true.
gonna
And
say,
this
you
is from
know-
a guy with one hand.
I
He knows
know.
about,
You need
he
to-
knows
I got
about
it.
carpal tunnel.
You need to go on a
You're being
I
date,
need a
trouble.
cast.
take a shower.
I understand. But Joe gets girls. He's been with some really hot girls. What's funny, I was going to talk about last time we were at Bondage Ball. This is another funny story. Joe actually, there was a girl that I was hitting on, and then Joe started
Literally?
hitting on. No. Was a girl. There's a girl. This girl I knew, and then Joe started hitting, like kind of cut in and did the cock block. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And then I was trying to get more edgewise, and Joe actually pushed me out of the way.
Oh my god.
Which doesn't happen a lot because we have two different
Did he
tastes of
tie
women.
you up at Bondage Ball?
No.
They don't. You've never been? You gotta go.
No, I just started. I'm
No,
performing.
she's going to be she's performing at the
Nice.
next Bondage Ball.
I'm doing a fetish piece, and then I'm also
Well,
dancing.
describe the fetish piece that you'll be doing at the Bondage Ball.
Well, the cool part that I like about doing fetish performances is that they usually give a direction, and they usually tell you kind of a plan about what's going to happen. I worked
Right.
with Sal, with Sir Nick, and I'm going to be working with Dan Aragon, which is
Right.
cool. And so we actually did one of his first video or whatever
Right.
that he hasn't ever done before, which is cool. So we're going to do something like that. It's like a sensual play.
What are you going to be wearing?
You'll just have to find out.
Electrical tape.
Very little.
Yes, of course.
Nice.
Is there a theme?
Really hot shoes.
I'm not into feet. I'm not into
Nice.
shoes.
I'm into shoes.
like
All
shoes.
girls are into shoes.
He's not like Mike, but he's into feet too, right? You like
Nice.
those shoes?
Those are good.
Right?
Those
Really
are
hot.
awesome.
You like high
So-
heels? You're into
There we
that?
go. Those are nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's-
like
How
them.
How
Because
can you not
Heather
like
like 'em.
these? These are hot.
Heather's
Those are
honestly
hot.
Heather's
Those
honestly
are
more
hot.
like your type. You like them real skinny and like she's got like 6-pack abs,
Nice.
which honestly I like my women a little softer and curvier. Looking at you, Suzanne, and you, Josie, but that's just me.
Yeah, everyone's different.
Everyone's different.
Yeah.
And so I yeah.
No, I really like the whole the fetish performance thing because you're also involving the audience, and
Oh,
it's also
really?
turns me on, is the
Yeah.
involvement of the voyeurs.
So
And
Joe, you're
music
gonna be
and
involved in this
everything, so it's really
performance?
cool.
I'm going to be a voyeur. I'm going to turn her on
Do it.
by enjoying it.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Anyway.
it's really cool. Anyway, back to you.
No, I wanted to give us a spoiler. Give us a spoiler.
There'll
Just-
be hair pulling, and a little bit of spanking.
A whole lot of spanking,
Nice.
probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
hope so.
Well, that's good. And if you're watching this live, the Bondage Ball's on Wednesday, but they're not a sponsor, so you'll have to find out about that on your own.
Just come on down.
And where does the time go? Where do I Heather Dahl?
Yes.
So is this is gonna be up now?
That's gonna be up tonight. The Death by Pink, but you can look me up on Facebook, Heather Dahl.
Heather Dahl and Suzanne. I'll let the audience make up their mind how accurate your readings are.
Okay.
I thought you had.
I thought they were really
I had a lot
accurate.
of fun with you on. I think
Thank
you're great.
you.
I'd love to have you on again.
Thanks.
But tell them where to find you and if they need a reading, where they like to go.
The easiest way is my email, which is sgracemedium@gmail.com, or Facebook. I have Suzanne Grace and Suzanne Grace Medium, and it's the same photo. So if you click on either one, it's me.
It's a hot photo, and it's odd that your name's Grace and you became like a medium and you work with angels. That's great.
And that's weird, huh?
How ironic.
That's cool.
Joe,
And I married that.
That's right.
Oh wow.
you married Grace. Joe, people need to find you where they be.
Facebook, One Arm Killer. Spell it out.
Nice.
ONEARMED Killer at Facebook.
We didn't even get to
That's me.
your hockey playing, but
That's all right.
you know
We'll do
why?
next time.
But you know what time it is now?
Ooh.
What time is it?
It's time for the
Uh-oh.
spank
Spank
train.
Woo! Oh, I wanna spank Josie.
Joe, you're gonna have to get in between here. So I'm not spanking.
We'll switch around. Okay.
Okay, what's the spank train?
Everybody have a wonderfully creepy week. The spank train is everybody spanks each other and then we go back around.
Okay.
So you guys switch places. Get in between. Okay, Joe, it's a female-only spank train. I'll be a voyeur. Now you gotta switch. You gotta switch. You gotta switch. We know Josie's got more ass. Don't worry about it. Thanks for watching the Dark Mark Show, your Monday Night Freak Show. Have a wonderfully creepy week.